Coming up today on Studio 13 Live, we're taking you to a Tacoma staple, Southern Kitchen. We'll show you why people come from all over the country to try their amazing food and hear the life lessons they have to offer.
Plus, how about a Valentine's Day lip reading? We are getting one from a lipsologist, and apparently they can tell you what kind of person you are and how you act in a relationship.
Then, the executive chef from the Thompson, Seattle is here to make some of his delicious scallops and show us the cocktails at one of Seattle's best rooftop bars, The Nest.
And the owner of Locust Cider is here to tell us about their new cold brew ciders and talk about how they went from starting in a garage to being one of the best cideries in our state. Studio 13 Live starts right now.
I wanna see you smile, take you another mile. Don't gotta wait, don't gotta wait, don't gotta wait today. It's happening all around, like sunshine through the clouds. I'm gonna make
Hey, welcome, and thank you so much for being here with us today. We're always excited to have you. I'm Carly Henderson.
And I'm Mireya Garcia, and today is National Pizza Day. My fave always starts a war because I love pineapple on my pizza.
I'm with you, girl.
Oh,
we
good.
can split a whole pizza. I think
awesome.
it's good. You know what pizza topping I've gotten into later? Onions on top of the pizza.
Ooh.
It's so good. Onions are always so good, and it's a
it.
neglected pizza topping.
I like that. Oh, okay. And I know there's so much good pizza here in Seattle, so
Yeah.
tag us with your favorites because I'm always up for trying a new spot. for
Yeah,
sure.
wait, what's your favorite style of pizza crust? Like
It's-
deep dish,
no.
Detroit style, New York style?
So it depends on my mood. I've had Detroit style and I do like it.
Yeah.
No shade to Chicago peeps, but I hate Chicago style pizza. It's like not pizza.
It's like soup.
It's like soup
Kind
in
of.
bread.
Yeah.
But New York style favorite.
Me too.
Yes,
We
yeah.
have really similar taste in pizza. I love it.
All right. Well, you know what? Netflix's new paid password sharing is expected to roll out in the U.S. We've been talking about this for weeks at this point, but
Dreading
it's finally coming around. The streaming service has already started this in Canada and Spain, New Zealand, and Portugal. And here's how it works. Standard and premium subscribers can set up an extra account for two people outside of their home. They're going to be charged some extra money, though, and it varies from country to country. According to Netflix, about 100 million households in the U.S. share their passwords with other people.
That's almost a third of all people in the United States. They enabled us to do this, and now they're taking it away from us.
They not only enabled us, they encouraged us.
Yeah.
Remember that tweet?
Love is sharing a password.
That's right. I don't
We
know.
don't forget Netflix. There are receipts on the internet here.
They still have that tweet up. They didn't even
They
delete
do.
it. Yeah.
How dare
Oh my
them.
gosh.
How dare them.
I bet that somebody's going to find a workaround, and I'm here for it.
I will be searching the internet, trying to find it. We will. I was looking it up. So like this, you can do it with the standard and premium plans, as you said. So it's the cheapest one is $15.50 a month, and then every person after that is $3 extra a month. So if 3 counts to split it, it's about $7.50 a month, which is reasonable. But they're just
Yeah.
going to make us do the whole thing and then Venmo each other, and then
That's
I
true.
mean, they're trying to make some more money from it, but it's just annoying.
$3 isn't too bad, but I guess, yeah, it's like the principle.
But you
of the
got to
thing,
split
right?
the whole thing. You
Yeah.
can't just be like, I'm only going to give you $3 because I'm being added onto it. You have to split the whole cost, right?
I would just send you $3 little in pennies.
All right. I need to have some conversations with my friend Karina about that.
So we still don't know who won the Powerball lottery here in our state, but check this out. A Canadian teenager won the lottery on her very first try.
I can't believe it.
Wild. So Juliette Lamour bought her very first lottery ticket at a Circle K shortly after she turned 18 years old. She won the jackpot, which is worth 48 million Canadian dollars or 35 million US dollars. Juliette says she plans to go to medical school, so no student loans, although is it cheaper to go to school in Canada? Either way, she will have no student loans, and she's also going to get to invest some of that money and, of course, take her whole fam on a trip. That's beautiful.
Yeah, that's wild. Good for her for still going to school and still planning on working and doing all of that, because as cool as it would be to be a multi-millionaire, I could see it being a really isolating experience as well. Like, you know, if you don't have to work, maybe you wouldn't work, and then it would just be, especially at age 18 where you don't know what it's really like to do that, it might be hard to relate to people, you know?
Yeah, I think it is the perfect opportunity to, follow your bliss. this, like what would you do if money weren't an objective?
Yeah.
If you already got the money, so now you can do whatever your passion is, and maybe she wants to help people and she'll have the opportunity to do that.
I love that. Well, those millions of dollars will help too.
Yeah.
Do you have a work husband or work wife? A new study out of England finds 73% of people have someone that they consider a work spouse. The study conducted by YouGov also found that half of them admit that they are more likely to confide in that person than their actual husband or wife. In turn, 38% of people with work spouses say that it causes their actual spouses to raise a little bit of an eyebrow.
I can see that. I don't know, would it bug you?
I would have a conversation about boundaries.
Yeah,
that is what
that's
I would have.
important.
But I mean, I think it's natural to want to get along with your coworkers and become close to them. Kind of feel like you're my work wife.
Yes, girl.
Yeah.
But you know what? I think it makes total sense, even though it's just it's a little shady, but it makes total sense that you are more likely to confide in somebody who is your work spouse, because what's the judgment, right? It's like judgment free, or they can judge you, but who cares because they're not your actual partner.
Yeah.
So I think you know how they say that sometimes it's easier to confide in total strangers
Yeah.
even? I think it has to do with that.
I could see that. Also, you spend more hours with your coworkers probably than your partner. I feel like I talk to
Wild.
you more than
Yeah,
I
I
talk to
think
my
so.
partner on some days. You know, well, we got a whole hour going here at least. It just depends what happens.
Yeah, that's interesting, but you are 100% right. I mean, you gotta have, if you are concerned, it's not about being jealous. You gotta have a boundary talk.
Yeah.
Because you also have to protect your romantic relationships as well.
Yeah, you don't want to put that in a bad place at all. So just got to have that conversation. Communication, baby.
That's right. That's a good relationship. Well, Kansas City Chiefs gearing up for the Super Bowl, and they got some teeny tiny fans, the cutest fans even, getting ready for the big day. A support program to help NICU babies at St. Luke's Hospital in Kansas City. Actually, look at this. Oh, they dressed up all the littles for the big event this weekend. And you know, these babies were fitted with a My First Super Bowl onesie. And look at this. Somebody knit this for them. That is so cute. And NICU stays, as many of you may know, are just full of ups and downs for families, and this is a way to bring some joy to the hospital while also making some beautiful memories once they graduate from that NICU. The hospital says that it is confident that all this extra cuteness is going to bring some good luck to the Chiefs, and well, we'll see, but they certainly 100% are adorable.
That's adorable. Do you have a side that you're rooting for in the Super Bowl, even though both of us have agreed we're there for the concert?
I root for Rihanna, you know, but I want both teams to have a really good time. That's really me.
That's very diplomatic of you. I said vote. That's how much I watch sports. I vote. I'll be rooting for the Kansas City Chiefs. I went to college in Missouri, so I got some good friends in Kansas City.
I guess if I have to pick a side, I know our executive producer, Bhavisha, Eagles fan? Eagles fan
Okay.
when we're talking about outside of Seattle. So we're gonna, I'll vote for the Eagles.
Okay, there we go.
Jalen Hurts fan. Ooh, she just told me in my ear. I don't know. I'm not sure who that is, but I'm sure he's amazing.
I'm sure he's great. But is he as great as Rihanna? Probably not. Let's keep our eye on the prize
quarterback.
for that
I got
day.
people. I'm embarrassing myself up here. It's okay. Hey, I'm just here to tell you that if you're not super familiar with sports, it's okay. You can still watch. You can still have a good time.
Yeah, and you can hang out with us
Yeah.
too. Okay, we have to show you this kid who is just demanding that the government give him 3-day weekends. Check it out.
This is for the government, and I'm protesting. And I want 3 days off of school because I've been tired of school lately, and I've been dreaming for 3 days off. I need time to just play and go with Nene and stay home.
How much time is little Brody spending in school? So he's 6. Apparently, he is very serious about this too. He asked his mother to send the video to the government, and then his mom posted the video to Instagram with the caption, "He asked me if I sent this yet, and if we have 3-day weekends now." Look at him just taking action and telling the people in charge
So
what he
cute.
wants and needs.
One, that little twang makes me melt. But 2, I am with Brody on this one. 3-day
too.
weekends.
We can crunch it out in 4 days. I really think we can. Even 4.5. I would take like a 2.5-day weekend. Yeah. I just think that would be so nice. Let's make Fridays a short day.
I agree.
Right?
Who do we talk to about this?
Who do we
The
talk
government.
to? Let's make a video and send it to the government and let them know.
I love it. You know what, though? I will say that 6 is a tough year for the kiddos because I don't know if you've ever seen these like first day of school. That's when they go into like, it's either first grade or kinder, but it's like a full day of school. And they go in all like cute and come back like a train hit them like, whoa, that was a lot of school. So Brody, it's going to get easier, I swear. But
it'll get easier.
All right, sometimes it is hard to tell the difference between high fashion and something that's just weird and a new, very expensive pair of shoes putting that distinction to the test. All right, starting next week, ooh. Okay, you could be the owner of these giant red boots, and they look like they were ripped right out of a 90s animated TV show. They kind of look like Mario boots to me a little bit.
Yeah.
Crazy? Okay.
No, that's what I thought too.
Okay, so they're from a company called Mischief, and it has a habit of making products with the intention of making them go viral, and it worked the phrase "big dumb boots" as the top trending term on Twitter for part of the week. People obviously comparing them. Oh, Pac-Man. Oh, yeah. And then that Dora the Explorer monkey, of course. I don't see the Ronald McDonald, but definitely Pac-Man and that little monkey guy.
I wouldn't have thought Ronald McDonald right off the bat, but that definitely shows it. They're so ugly.
I kind of like them.
No, you don't. You're getting brainwashed, Mireya. What do you like about them?
I like that they're big dumb boots, like they said. You know what I mean? I think I would just wear them for kicks.
Would you wear them in public?
I'd wear them on this show, not out in the streets.
No, you would not wear
out
them.
in the streets. Bovisha, buy me these boots. Show.
You're nuts. You're absolutely nuts. I often say I don't understand fashion, but I definitely don't understand fashion if that's what is cool. If you wore these boots out in the wild, people would be taking pictures of you and sending them to people like, look how ridiculous this person is.
You have to be Gen Z probably, or even, what's the new one, Gen Alpha? They're all babies. But, you know, throw those on a kid. It would be great.
Yep.
Light them up. Add little light ups
I'll be waiting for you to wear those. I will be waiting.
All right. Coming up next year on Studio 13 Live, our friends Jody and Better joining us. Parents, prepare your ears. Disney announcing 2 new sequels this morning.
Yep, but first, Bill has got a fun Valentine's Day idea for you.
I sure do. Today we have a message from Fifth Avenue Theater inviting you to the production of Into the Woods running February 10th through March 5th. The first in a 2-show celebration of Sondheim, honoring the life and legacy of composer and lyricist Stephen Sondheim. This Tony Award-winning Broadway hit and feature film sensation asks the question, what happens after Happily Ever After? Join your favorite fairy tale characters, Little Red, Cinderella, Rapunzel, and Jack and the Beanstalk, woven into the story of a baker and his wife, trying to break a witch's curse to achieve the greatest wish, having a child. They quickly realize their stories are too tangled to untie on their own, and they must work together to set everything right in the kingdom. Into the Woods reminds us that only together can we defeat the wolves and giants of the world. With a stunning, unforgettable score featuring No One Is Alone, Children Will Listen, and Giants in the Sky, this iconic show will enchant, entrance, and delight. Tickets on sale at fifthavenue.org. Get yours today. Now back to the show.
Thanks for that, Bill. Okay, it is time for one of our favorite moments of the week.
Yeah, we're checking in with Jody and Bender from Mornings on 95.7 The Jet. Hey guys, how you doing today?
One of your favorite moments of the
nice.
week.
That's really nice.
That's extremely nice.
Except when you make us play.
I can't believe they actually loaded that into the
Puget
script
Sound
on the
Showdown.
teleprompter. What?
Except when you make us play Puget Sound Showdown, because we did not succeed at that.
Other than that, we
you know what I was
love you
thinking?
otherwise.
You know, I was thinking, so it's been a week since we were in studio with you guys. You should have to wake up a bit earlier. You guys come hang in here with us.
Yeah.
Before you then go do big TV star stuff.
Yeah, we have 2 extra chairs,
That'd
and
be
the
fun.
coffee is cold.
I'm totally down to do that
coffee
sometime.
is cold.
What time do we need to show up?
4:30.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. No biggie.
We can do it.
We'll do it. We'll follow the lead. No more Puget Sound Showdown.
Not that big of a deal.
No.
All right. Well, you know,
we'll make the questions easier, I promise.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't know if they could be easy enough. All right. More concerts announced in our area.
don't
Tell
think
us
so
about
either.
that.
Duran Duran is coming to town.
Lost in a crowd, when you're hungry like gold. Her name is Rio, and she dances on the sand.
On my list. In case you didn't know, Duran Duran. Making sure. It's going to be May 31st at Climate Pledge. The opening act for this particular concert. You guys remember this song or no? Do you remember this song?
Yes.
Okay, just making sure.
Nile Rodgers, Chic, Live
Yeah.
Freak.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
And Bastille.
But if you close
yes,
your
of course.
eyes,
You like Bastille?
Look at us bringing our own music.
Yeah.
That's right.
It's a real
You
party
guys know
now.
Bastille?
I like Bastille. That'd be
Duran
fun.
Duran.
Yeah, that'd be a blast.
Sounds like a really good
So,
time.
so the tickets go on sale a week from today.
Yeah.
The show May 31st at Climate Pledge. So
Okay,
now you're all
cool.
caught up with all the concert stuff.
That sounds great. I
Yeah,
also
there's
heard
gonna be a
Disney
couple more
announced
next
some big
week, too.
movies. Fill us in on that.
Yeah, they did. You know, Disney loves doing its sequels, and why wouldn't they? Each great sequel to every great movie is a billion-dollar business. But do we need another Toy Story? Toy Story 5 is on the way. Do we need another Frozen? Frozen 3 is on the way. And Zootopia, which was one of my favorites with my son when we watched it, is getting a sequel. What do you think, ladies?
I'm into it. I love all those movies. I don't think I've seen the last maybe 3 or 4 Toy Stories.
How into it are you then?
I know. I just think they're all great when I've seen the first one. I also haven't seen Frozen 2. Okay.
I didn't know there was a Frozen 2. I missed out,
Okay.
for sure.
So I support them. I just
Stop.
don't watch them. But eventually I plan on
Support
it.
in spirit.
I never saw the Toy Story with the broken fork.
Forky.
Forky. I
Yeah,
never
I
saw
saw
that one.
That
I
was
saw that
Toy
one.
Story 4.
I did see
Okay.
that one.
Toy Story 4 was when all the toys broke free and went on some sort of world adventure, and they
Right.
introduced Forky. I'm sure we'll have some sort of wonderful new champion in Toy Story 5, some new thing that we can buy for our
But
kids.
Frozen 3,
Yeah.
I mean, my daughter, who's gonna be 2, loves Frozen.
Yeah.
So I can't imagine she's not gonna be all over Frozen 3.
Yeah.
I
mean,
really
you can
hope they
barely blame
decide-
Disney, really, because
Right.
I hope they decide to make Encanto too.
Encanto too. Yeah.
That
what's
would be
next?
great.
oh,
Yeah.
I loved Encanto.
Yeah, so amazing.
By the
Bruno.
way, if you're watching this, we have been trying to dial in the fact that there's a delay between us and the ladies in studio. So that awkward pause when we're just staring or they're staring back at
Yeah.
us, it's technological and it's not having anything to do with us.
Yeah, you should probably mention also that they can see us and we can't see them. So Lord knows what they're doing at us. You know, they could be doing any sort of gesturing.
They really could.
Every
We
time I talk, they could be
close.
going like, "Ugh."
You're picking your noses on TV.
Yeah.
Could be anything.
All right, one more topic, guys. Michael Jackson's estate selling half of his catalog, but there is a catch. Fill us in.
Yeah, this is kind of weird, and you're gonna have to wrap your head around this. The Michael Jackson estate is apparently in negotiations with Sony Music to sell 50% of Michael's catalog for $1 billion. 50% of the catalog for $1 billion.
lot of
So
money.
maybe you're thinking to yourself, wow, that's a lot of money for only 50%. However, the $1 billion for 50%, the estate says if we do sell it to you for $1 billion, we still will maintain all creative control. 100% creative control. Even though you're going to spend $1 billion for 50%, we're still going to maintain what you can and can't do with it.
Right. So if you're Sony, is that a good deal for you? What do you think?
Yeah, I'm like, what does owning it really get you? Some kind of
Nothing.
profit, but not a lot.
Right. Exactly. It's like when you give someone the keys to your car and say, okay, I've given you this car, but do not drive it anywhere. You can just look at
Stay right here.
Yeah.
Exactly.
That's crazy. $1 billion.
It's a lot of money.
$1 billion.
He
He
does
has a
have
lot of
some
good
good
songs,
songs, though.
Wow. Jody and Bender,
it does.
thank you so much. I
Hey,
look forward
you
to
guys are doing
chatting
a
with
great
you
job.
next Tuesday.
Thank you. Thumbs up from everyone all around.
All around. Okay, coming up, we're getting a taste of Locust Cider's new cold brew flavor.
And it is time for Seattle Sips, where we check out some amazing drinks in our area.
Yeah, and today we are joined by co-founder of Locust Cider, Jason.
Just passed $100,000 of donations for one specific association. We'll tell you all about that when we come back.
Cheers, hi.
Hey guys.
Thanks for coming in.
I am excited. I've been looking forward to this.
Yeah.
I'm really excited. It's gonna be fun.
Us too.
It's gonna be
We get
fun.
to taste a bunch of good stuff today. Tell us about Locust. It started in your garage, right?
Yeah, so we started super small. I always know how old we are because my daughter was born a month before we started.
Oh my
And she's 8, so we're 8 years old. And we started small in Woodinville, just my brother Patrick and I, and testing things out in the garage until it was right. And then when we were ready, we opened a little cidery in Woodinville. And now we're based in Gig Harbor. And we have 15 tap rooms all over the place.
That's
So,
amazing. Yeah, and multiple
wonderful.
states and everything, and a few
Yeah.
spots all around Washington, right?
Yeah, that is amazing.
Yeah.
And we definitely want to talk about this. So Locust just crossed the $100,000 mark in donation for Hydrocephalus Association. So why is it that this organization is so important
Oh,
to you?
it's a super personal cause. Like I said, my daughter Lucy was born right before we created this business. And she was born with a condition called hydrocephalus. You'll see it on the back of our cans. We talk about it. It's a condition where brain fluid builds in the brain and doesn't drain the way it's supposed to, and it's incurable. The only treatment's brain surgery. So my 8-year-old daughter's had 3 brain surgeries in her short life, and more to come. And many people suffer from dozens or even more brain surgeries throughout their lives. So it was a no-brainer, no pun intended, that we would raise money through Locust Cider to try to find a cure. So we raise money, donate it to the National Hydrocephalus Association, and they send some of it to Seattle Children's, and they send some of it to other doctors who are doing great research to try to find a cure to stop all these unwanted and unneeded brain surgeries. And yeah, we just passed $100,000 donated, which is crazy.
Oh my gosh,
It's a
that's
lot
incredible.
for a little business like ours.
Way to
you know?
use your business and like even just the kind of real estate on these cans for a good cause and to
Yeah.
raise awareness about that.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
I know you have a partnership in collaboration with a local coffee company. Tell us about that.
Yeah, I am so excited. It's Cutter's Point Coffee,
Okay,
right? In these
yeah.
cans right here. It's Cutter's Point Coffee. They're based also a Gig Harbor company. We love local collaborations. And our cider maker walked in one day, tasted their cold brew, and was like, "This is awesome. Can we make a cider with this?" Which is nuts,
Wow.
right?
Yeah.
Isn't that crazy?
You don't think of putting
Right,
those together.
right. But we did, and so it's actually releasing this week, and which is crazy timing.
Yeah.
And it's amazing. You wouldn't think it works, but it's delicious. You want to try it?
Let's try
it?
some.
Yeah,
I
let's
can't
try
wait.
it. All right.
So what can we expect when we taste this?
Expect coffee and expect
Okay.
cider. expect what so you wouldn't think it would marry, right?
Yeah, no,
But the coffee
you
really
wouldn't.
adds this great bitterness
Okay.
that is missing from. Let's do more. You need It's got this great bitterness that's missing from some of the apples I'm drinking too. Okay.
Oh yeah. We gotta wait and
course.
cheers with
All
you
right,
too.
all right, cheers. But then we use a little, just hints of vanilla and hazelnut.
Ooh, that somehow is really
That
good.
sort of marries
Well,
it, right?
first of all, it
Take a nice big
smells
whiff.
beautiful.
You get the coffee. You really get the coffee,
And
right?
I feel like, can you get a tight shot on this? It looks like cider, not coffee. But you can taste
Oh
the
my God,
coffee.
it's crazy.
It's amazing.
It's crazy.
Look
So
at
do you
that.
actually get caffeinated from it?
It's a tiny bit of it's like
Just a teeny bit.
It's like less than 10% of a cup of coffee.
So it's for the
It won't
taste.
keep you up. It won't keep you. Yeah,
I
we just
love
want it for the
it.
taste.
Never in my life
Yeah.
have I had
Yeah,
coffee flavored
amazing.
beer.
Wild. And it's all Pacific Northwest apples and fruit, and we're all about
So good.
bold flavors. We like to do things traditionally, but
Yeah.
make it bold. Right.
Let's
That's
try
what we do.
another one.
Yeah, let's do it.
What else you
so,
got
So
here?
the juicy peach is another big favorite.
You're excited
I love
about
it.
this one.
I love
It's
the
also-
peach rings and peach things.
Yes.
Super,
One of
super
my favorite fruits.
bold, and the juicy word is meaningful. It's really juicy cider. It's delicious. It's won a ton of awards. Everybody loves it.
Oh, it smells so good. Cheers, gal.
Yep. Cheers. Cheers.
Ooh, the smell, I can't get over it. You guys really just, it
Right?
tastes good and
It's kinda
smells
bursts it out.
good.
Yeah.
It's so fresh tasting.
This
Yeah, I
one would
love
get
it.
me in trouble, my friend. It's,
know.
it's like juice, but
You could just keep
tastier.
going. You
On
could
a
keep
hot summer's day,
So-
that's what I'll be ordering.
So these you can buy in stores, you know, Safeway, Costco.
Oh, cool.
But then something special, please? Can we do
Yeah,
something
yeah,
special?
let's do it. Yeah,
We got a little
Cool.
time.
So we've got, so you can buy the cans in the stores, and we want you to, please. I really like it when people go and support our customers like Safeway and stuff. But these kind of things you can only get in the grocery store, or in the tap rooms.
Okay.
Very unique to our tap rooms. These two are really, really special barrel aged in bourbon barrel ciders. More alcohol, more tannin from the oak.
I don't want to stop drinking this. Peach one is so good.
This is also peach, though, right?
Yeah,
Is
we
that
got
right?
some peach. Let's see. This is the orange
Okay.
blossom.
Oh, okay.
So you guys can fight over which one you want.
no,
Don't fight, but you know.
We would never.
We would
No.
never.
And this one is the peach spice, little cinnamon. There's a cinnamon stick
Ooh,
in
I
the
can
bottle.
smell it, yeah.
So we do a lot of these really cool, fun things. It's one of the benefits of having all these tap rooms.
That is so
it almost
good.
It drinks
I
almost more like a
love it.
bourbon.
It does.
Oh my
You're right.
gosh.
There's like 16% alcohol.
Good to know.
You guys still have things to do today.
Apparently. Not even halfway through the show yet, but
Thank you so much, Jason. We really loved having you here and trying all your amazing products.
Thank you guys so much. This is great.
And coming up, we are taking you to Southern Kitchen in Tacoma.
we're going to teach you how the restaurant serves up great food as well as important history. And this is not a one-way conversation. We want you to join in. We're always happy when we hear from you. So be sure to find us on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, TikTok, and YouTube under Studio 13 on Fox. We'll be right back.
It's happening all around.
It is time now for Driver on the Street, where photojournalist Michael Driver takes us inside some very special places in our area.
And today, Michael is at Southern Kitchen in Tacoma, joining us live. Michael, it sounds like there is a
He's just having a good meal
but
there.
there's a bunch of great food out there and some great conversations to be had as well.
Yeah, I'm just having a little lunch, guys. What are you guys doing back there?
Not having
working
lunch.
way harder if you don't count our alcohol drinking in the segment before this. What you eating there?
Oh, I've got a mixture. I've got eggs, hash browns. I've got catfish. I got mac and cheese. I've got this mason jar full of awesomeness. I am at Southern Kitchen on 6th Avenue in Tacoma. This place has been a staple here for 26 years. And being that it's Black History Month, I wanted to highlight a business, an owner that's doing something that's impacting the community in a positive way. And this place is perfect for that, because let me tell you something. When you come in here, you're going to get excellent food. You're going to get great service. You're going to leave here with a full belly. And on top of all that, you're going to leave here with a history lesson.
It don't matter if you're black, white, green, or chocolate. If the food is good,
how are you?
The people will be here.
Oh, good, good, good.
These people can do some switching in the kitchen.
It's like Southern Kitchen is a meeting ground.
So great seeing you guys.
For Black leadership and togetherness of a community as a whole.
We ready to get it rocking?
When you think of Tacoma, you think of Southern Kitchen. They're synonymous.
But let me tell you something. If you don't know your history, a man without a knowledge of himself is like a tree without any roots.
Without the knowledge of where you've been, you don't know where you're going. I have a passion for history. Pictures here of the Tuskegee Airmen, which I love.
We are stepping up and into a little bit of Miss Gloria's mind, beautiful mind, and look how beautiful it is.
My father's right there. My father was a chef in the U.S. Army and Navy.
If you look around, it's a museum. It's a museum. All the different pictures, the colors, the lights, the people, it's phenomenal.
You see these guys right here? Those are Native Americans.
We all have to remember that this was their land. They contributed a lot.
I feel like there's kind of like a renaissance going on here.
This is my passion. My passion is history. The Negro baseball leagues up there.
It's literally everywhere you're looking in every direction. There's some kind of history. There's some kind of lesson.
Each table has something about Black history. And here again, this is something I want people to understand and know. That we're all part of this country. And in order for us to get along, we have to know each other.
Sounds like a plan.
What you got to understand is that woman goes over there and hire all kinds of people. Black, white, green, chocolate, porcupine, all kind of people.
I work at a great place and I don't feel discriminated against, you know?
That's our goal, is just to make everybody feel welcome. Bam!
When you feel that you can be yourself, beauty happens.
And just the kindness and love that you're gonna get as a staff member, as a customer, as just a stranger coming through that doors, you're gonna feel that from her instantly.
Sir, a pleasure.
That's why this place flourishes. That's why it continues to progress, is because it is what it is. It's unapologetically Tacoma. It's unapologetically Miss Gloria.
Thank you, my dear.
Okay.
I tell you, life gets no sweeter than this. I'm going to tell my wife I've been to the mountaintop.
You don't know what you've been missing till you've been to Southern Kitchen.
Oh, Kwabi that you just heard from, he summed it up perfectly. You don't know what you've been missing till you've been to Southern Kitchen. This place is amazing. And Carly, I know you're vegetarian. I checked with them back there. They do have vegetarian options, so you're good to go. This place is amazing. And you know, while I'm always looking for like those great food and everything like that, I'm also looking for those great stories. So if you have one of those, send me an email at michael.driver@fox.com so I can come out and tell it. Guys, you know, as much as I'd love to come and hang out with you guys on the couch and everything, I'm going to be honest with you. After I eat this food, and I'm probably going to go home and take a nap.
You've earned it, buddy. You have earned it.
You know, it's that situation, you know, when like you're so full that top button starts struggling a little bit.
I've been there.
That's kind of where I'm at right now. Oh,
that's what I call a stretchy pant day.
Stretchy pant day.
What a good story. That was
day.
fantastic. I love seeing all their personalities and all the heart behind that. That was awesome. Thank you so much, Michael.
Yep. Thank you.
Oh, what a good story. Okay, stick with us here on Studio 13 Live, because joining us next, you're not going to believe this, is a lipsologist. It's one of the 10 certified lipsologists in the world. They're going to read our lips and talk about a free event happening in Seattle on Valentine's Day. We'll be right back. The W Seattle Hotel is hosting a free event that could tell you a lot about what type of person you are, how you act in a relationship, and what type of partner you have, even if your person isn't there for the event.
Oh my gosh, this is so exciting. So one of the world's 10 certified lipsologists, Danny Luna, joining us now to talk about this event on Valentine's Day. We are so excited to welcome her. Hello.
Hi. So nice to be here.
So how does lip print reading work? I've never even heard of this before.
You're right. So I look at about 100 to 200 things in a lip print, believe it or not.
Really?
And you can see them pretty much all at once.
Okay.
And you guys have fabulous lip prints, and I'm going to read each of yours if
Okay.
you'd like.
Yes.
And then I'm going to spend a little bit of time talking about you guys together.
Okay.
Because you guys are awesome.
Let's do it.
Yeah.
I love to hear that.
Do you guys like read each other's minds or something sometimes?
At this point,
or
more and more.
finish each other's sentences?
so.
Yeah.
Well, that's kind of what your lip prints are indicating. So, Mireya, I'll start with you. So you are super high energy, and you can see how dark this first lip print is. That we call these cheerleader lip prints. So you have amazing energy, you're very supportive, and you are a doer. Whatever you say, you finish up. You are also very flexible. You have had lots of wonderful experiences, but people like you because they trust you. And children and pets glom onto you.
Oh, yeah. Well, I got a kid, so that's probably a good thing, right?
That's really good. Yeah. I would say that's true, too.
Yeah, that's nice.
Yeah.
And then, wow, Curly, look, another one fabulous dark lip print. So your cheerleader lip print also. Okay. Yeah, you know, high energy. And you can really flex, so you can see the big picture. But then this one here shows me that you're a perfectionist. You can you really handle the detail. And then this one here says, oh, you can be center of attention and it doesn't even faze you.
Definitely true.
Guys, I gotta tell you, Carly said, I bet she's gonna tell me that I like to be center of attention.
Yeah. I'm also a Leo. I can't help it.
I mean, what do we do for a living? Of course, it's fine. It's fine.
Yeah. I would say those are true things. Yeah.
And then what I love about you guys together is, look, I hardly ever see this. You could be like twins. Look how you've got like the dark print up here, and then see how it goes like topsy-turvy.
Yeah.
And the same angles with both of you. And you didn't try to coordinate this,
No,
I'm
we
sure.
didn't. They told us you can do from top to bottom, left to right. You can do it however you want. We just did it separately that way.
Yeah. So yeah, like I say, you guys are just meant to be together. You're meant to exude a lot of energy and bring some positivity into this world. And yeah, congratulations. You know, this is like.
Thank you so much.
That was a great lip reading. I really enjoyed that.
I love the good news. Now, you were saying that when you read these for people, you do try to focus on the positive. Tell me why that's something that's so important to you.
You know, we don't do that enough for ourselves. And that's why I think like February is not just like Valentine's Day, but you should really celebrate for the whole month. This to me is like a language of love, lipsology. And there's different ways to show the love. You know, you can, if you're, say, more the doer type, which is this more square shape here, which you are, Mireya, then that's one of your languages of love. You will do things for people. Right? It doesn't mean you have to be all, you know, over the top about, but, and so there are like 4 or 5 basic shapes. You see, well, 3 of them here with Carly.
I tried to give a little variety.
You mixed it up.
Life, you know?
You mixed it up.
And then, oh, the other thing, Carly, I'm glad that you're doing what you're doing because you don't like to be micromanaged.
That's true.
Yeah. And you're all about adventure and fun. That's what these wide open lip prints are. So, yeah. So you know, the world needs more positivity. And with February being not just Valentine's Day, but now it's Galentine's Day and Valentine's Day. And it's really, you know, just a time to say, look, it's winter, but we can still spice it up and have a lot of fun with other people, you know, being together.
And before we go, tell us, what are you most excited about with this event coming up?
Oh, it is so fun. And I love the W. It's just like, it's all neon-y, this beautiful lobby. And so people come from, you know, all over the world to be there. And so I love reading at hotels because, you know, you get all these fabulous mix of people. So the event is free. There's going to be some food and beverage, and we invite you, you know, the audience to come and just bring their friends and have a reading, have a quick free reading.
I love it so much. Denny, thank you so much for coming in and doing that. That was such a fun segment.
And for getting us so right.
No kidding. Okay, thank you so much. We'll put up some more info on our website. All right, still to come here in Studio 13 Live, get your sweet tooth ready.
Yes, Washington's favorite Valentine's Day candy has been released. There's a lot to talk about, guys.
Plus, how about a heart-shaped frozen steak for Valentine's
Not for
Day?
you.
Excuse me. Maybe for the animals. What the Point Defiant Zoo and Aquarium is doing to keep animals busy. We'll be right back.
It's happening all around.
All right, as we get closer to Valentine's Day, it turns out humans aren't the only ones celebrating.
Yeah, so animals at the Point Defiant Zoo and Aquarium got a head start on all the fun. Take a look. So you can see a bunch of different ways that zookeepers are letting the animals celebrate. There's otters playing in pink-colored ice, beavers eating a special treat. You can even see their enclosures are decorated with cards, colorful toys, and a whole bunch more.
And that is not all. Take a look at this. The perfect Valentine. Get that? Get that? All right, this beautiful endangered tiger has a whole heart-shaped meat slice. So romantic. Topped with whipped cream. What a combo. Zookeepers say this is a fun way to provide some enrichment for the animals, too. So very fun, very cute.
I wonder if any humans will be inspired by that, too.
Maybe not together, like separately, but sure. All right, well, you could talk all you want about teddy bears and flowers, but arguably the best Valentine's Day treat is indeed candy.
I would definitely agree with that. So every year, CandyStore.com releases the #1 Valentine's Day candy in every state, which usually sparks quite a bit of conversations online. You ready for the results?
Ready.
Okay, so Washington's top favorite candy, conversation hearts. Excuse me? In second place, a heart-shaped box of chocolates. And in third place, chocolate roses.
They still make chocolate roses?
I was gonna say they still make conversation hearts. Can we upgrade that recipe to make them taste good?
My husband loves them. I don't get it. I don't get it.
Apparently, so do most people in our state.
So. We're just different,
I don't
Carly.
get it. I'm just a creamy chocolate kind of girl.
All right, stick with us here on Studio 13 Live. If you still need plans for Valentine's Day, we got you covered.
Yeah, Thompson Seattle is joining us live to talk about a very special Valentine's Day menu. We'll be right back.
Wanna see you smile.
It is time for Emerald Eats, where we highlight all the amazing food in our area.
Yes, and today we are joined by Chef Chris Ingmeyer with Thompson Seattle, located in the heart of downtown Seattle, steps away from Pike Place Market. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah, tell us a little bit about Thompson Seattle. I haven't been yet.
No, you have
No.
never been. So Conversation Restaurant is our full-service restaurant. We have breakfast and dinner 7 days a week. And then we have a rooftop bar, Nest, which is 5 days a week right now. So we have both options for you. I would say the Nest, you know, when you come for evenings, the sunsets become really beautiful. It's a little spotty now, but as the year goes on, it gets really, really beautiful.
I've heard really good things
Bill
about
and
that
Liz
rooftop.
with Good Day Seattle were going on about how amazing it is, so we gotta go.
Yeah.
Absolutely, absolutely.
So we heard you have a 4-course tasting menu here for Valentine's Day. Tell us about that.
We do, absolutely. So our team's very talented. We come up with a 4-course menu. Actually, the Amuse for Tuesday nights right here, we have great options. We have scallops, we have some braised short ribs, some pork belly on there. So it's very, very high end, and we've got a few spots still open too. So.
That's awesome. What are you cooking up for us today?
So today, this is a little showcase of maybe what's come for spring. We have some seared scallops with a romesco sauce, some hazelnuts, and some basil.
Beautiful.
So what I would say is the key for scallops is make sure you always get a diver scallop.
Okay.
And you want them, you can buy them wet or dry, and making sure you buy them dry. There's a solution that they put in when you get a wet one, and you don't want that moisture in there. So if you're at the store, if it doesn't say dry, you know, ask the person there, because that's the key, because you get a really nice caramelization on the scallops.
If you get them dry.
Yes, absolutely.
Okay, beautiful.
Little flaky salt, I see.
Yeah.
Absolutely, yep. Maldon sea salt, you can't beat it. It's not too overwhelming, and it just helps lift the flavor up.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
I actually had to buy some myself
Did
because
you?
so many of the chefs that come visit
I
us
know.
use it.
Yeah.
I throw it on my eggs. I'm not that fancy.
No, exactly.
Oh, you're
Yeah.
fancy. We're fancy if we have
It's
flaky
great
salt.
for garnish, so absolutely. Yeah.
Awesome. Okay, so these cook pretty quick, I imagine.
Yeah, this is gonna be fast, so we're yeah.
So while you're cooking that, tell me about this, because this is a vegetarian option, right?
Absolutely. So this, again, is a Muse for Tuesday night's dinner. So we use a Macrina brioche bread. It's a toast. We have some whipped goat cheese, organic roasted beets, some smoked fennel, and basil.
Oh,
All
So,
the things I love.
when you
wanna
come-
try one of those with me?
Yes.
Yeah.
When
Can
you-
we?
Yeah, please,
Maybe?
please. So when you come in Tuesday,
share
as soon as you sit down, you know, that's what's going to come to the table to get your dinner going.
I love a beet.
I love a goat cheese. I love a bread. This is so
I
good.
love it all.
Yeah.
Yummy.
You know, beets get a bad rap, so it's you know.
They can be messy.
I know.
But if it's already prepped, enjoy
Exactly.
it.
Yeah, exactly.
I feel like small quantities is the key with beets. I'm not a chef. That's just my opinion. And these nuts you have are so good too. We were snacking during
Yeah.
the commercial break.
Yeah, the Marcona almonds, obviously, you can't get better than that. That's going to be in the romesco sauce.
Okay.
We have some candied hazelnuts here. We do a little cocoa and a little cayenne in there, so it's a little sweet and spicy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
Let's see. Let's take a little peek at them here. So yum.
You don't want to try to lift up this boat?
I was joking that this is like $1 million of these almonds because they're, one, delicious, but, you know, they can get a little pricey.
they are very.
I see why they're so good. They're
They
so
are
different than a
delicious.
regular almond. They're so much easier to eat.
So while we're cooking, tell me
Yeah.
where Thompson gets its inspiration from.
It's really the abundance of all the produce and purveyors that we have in the Pacific Northwest. You know, from the Sound with all the seafood to Central Washington, where you have all your farms and your grains there. It's easier to be a chef because we have so many options. So really finding the freshest ingredients, the high quality ingredients, and you know, keeping it simple in the sense of if you buy something that's really nice, it's going to speak for itself.
I do love that, you know, especially as somebody who is super intimidated by like really complicated recipes, which can be very beautiful. I love the idea of simple, delicious food because I feel like maybe I could try that at home one day.
And local too. It just always tastes so good.
Exactly. So the key with your scallop is you got to be patient. You need a hot pan. You kind of let it do its thing. You flip it, add some butter. So if you're flipping your scallop back and forth, probably not going to turn out too well. So.
Okay. Good to know.
My big problem when I cook is that I want to throw the food in there right away and then just let the pan get hot as the food is in there.
Yeah.
My husband's always like wagging his finger at me. He's a much better cook than I am. So.
I also don't heat the pan before I put it in there too. I'm kind of an impatient cook. I'm not a chef, that's why.
We have the experts in house here.
So are you adding in a little butter?
I am. Yep,
Okay.
absolutely. You know, it's no secret that butter makes it better. So
Butter makes everything better.
Yeah.
so you want to baste the scallops a little bit, and again, just let it do its thing, and we can start to plate the rest. So
Beautiful.
you know, it takes about 3 minutes to cook all the way through.
Awesome.
So
Let's start plating.
absolutely.
Such a bright, vibrant sauce.
Yep. So romesco sauce. So you have roasted tomatoes, peppers, the Marcano almonds, a little red wine vinegar, and it's a delicious sauce. You know, for the scallops, you could also put it on some roasted vegetables. A great dip as well. So.
Beautiful. Oh my gosh. Now, do you have a favorite kind of butter? Because I always see salted, unsalted. I never know.
For cooking unsalted all the way, because
hoping you were gonna say salted.
no, you want to be able to control the salt. You
Okay.
you know, because you could add a lot of butter and it could be too salty. So
Well, when you're fancy with flaky salt.
All right. We do
you
have
add
about
your
30 seconds,
Okay,
so
well,
let's start
we are
plating.
there.
Excellent. Ooh, I love it. Look at that.
You really eat with your eyes first too. So when there's a beautifully plated dish,
absolutely.
kind of everything.
So let me just put a little bit of these hazelnuts on here
Oh, look at that.
and a little basil.
And it's
And
beautiful.
now you are good
I gotta
to go.
take a little bite
Absolutely.
before
Please
we
do.
go.
Love it. Chef Chris with Thompson Seattle. Thank you so much for
Yes.
stopping
I
by.
really
We'll see
appreciate
you.
you guys having me.
And we'll
Thank
see you tomorrow.
Oh, yes.
Thumbs up. That's good. I'm going for another one of these, I gotta tell you.
I wanna see you smile, take you another mile.